and Allstate and Nationwide and expected the price of our BMW or Honda to go down. Does that make any sense? But yet you expect the cost of our health care to go down by putting pressure on Blue Cross or United? The cost that they're charging you for your premium is directly related 100% to how much you are spending on the plan. And there's a provision of the Affordable Care Act called medical loss ratios, Google it, that makes that federal law. It says that every 85 cents of every dollar they collect must go to medical costs, period, for the people on their plan. And if less than that goes, they have to give a refund. So I use you guys as an example to describe that last thing, and then I promise I'll get to the plans. Imagine I've been using Man Travels for all my corporate travel for years, and I come to Mark one day and I said, hey, Mark, listen, I can't, my travel needs fluctuate month to month, and budgeting is killing me. So I want to pay you a flat monthly fee for all the travel that all my employees need for the year. So Mark's going to go back and look at my history, if he even entertains the thought, and he's going to say, okay, let's look at how much he was using over the course of the year. It averaged $6,000 over the course of the year, but it was $2,000 here and $2,000 there, so we'll charge him $500 a month. But I say to him, okay, Mark, it's a fair price, but here's the catch. You can't put any limit on how much travel I can spend. And at the end of the year, we're going to true up. And if I use less than the $6,000 that you anticipated, you have to give me money back. But if I use more than the $6,000 you anticipated, sorry, that's on you.
Have you heard Mark laugh?
No. Which is uncommon. But that's the position the insurance companies are in. The medical loss ratio says if they spend less than 85 cents of every dollar, they got to give a refund, and if more than 85 cents of every dollar spent, too bad, so sad, it's on the insurance company. Now, 15% for them to pay their payroll, pay their overhead, pay their own health insurance, pay their rent, pay their employees, and eke out a profit for the ones that are publicly traded. And by the way, the nonprofit companies typically are significantly more profitable than the for-profit companies in health insurance. That's a very small margin. They're averaging 2% profit. Now, it's 2% of billions of dollars. I'm not suggesting you feel bad for them. But if you think the profits of the insurance companies are driving this problem, you are wrong. And the medical loss ratio.
That's a good segue. I want everybody to understand that this is a message I've asked David to project because we are all responsible for the future. The culture is changing. We have to know out there. We have to ask the right questions. So if we don't have these conversations, we don't know that you can drive a state's bill and save $2,000. The insurance company save $2,000 on an MRI. We wouldn't know that without these conversations. So it is important information, and I'm asking to have these conversations because it affects all of us. If we're not